have some breaking news on another front in the fight against terror, and that's the big debate over the use of drones. A federal appeals court is now releasing a secret Justice Department memo that approved the killing of an American citizen and al-Qaeda propagandist, Anwar al-Awlaki, in Yemen nearly 3 years ago. Our chief intelligence correspondent, Herridge, is live in D.C. with more on this quote-unquote secret memo that is now not so secret. Catherine?
Well, Jenna, thank you. This document that lays out the justification for the targeted killing of an American citizen was only made public after the New York Times and the ACLU successfully sued the administration in federal court. The memo lays out the case for the 2011 CIA-targeted killing of the American-born cleric Anwar al-Awlaki, an alleged senior operational commander for al-Qaeda in Yemen. The memo, drawn up by the Justice Department's Office of Legal Counsel, was written by Harvard Law professor David Barron, whose confirmation to the federal bench was recently held up by the Senate until the administration produced some, but not all, of the legal drone memos. The memo concludes that operations by the CIA and Defense Department are justified, quote, high-level government officials have concluded al-Awlaki is a leader of al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, whose activities in Yemen pose a continued and imminent threat of violence to United States persons and interests. But critics of the policy say it amounts to the executive branch acting as judge, jury, and executioner for an American citizen, denying the constitutional right to due process. The Center for Constitutional Rights releasing a statement within the last hour that reads in part, quote, the government's drone killing program is built on gross distortions of the law. This forced transparency comes a year late, long after the memo was drafted, and used to justify the premeditated killing of a U.S. citizen without trial and far away from the battlefield. Having reviewed the memo this morning that was released by the court, what's striking is how vague it is and how it lacks very specific details as to what the basis was for the executive branch's decision that Anwar al-Awlaki was a criminal and that he should die by drone at the hands of the CIA, Jenna.
Very interesting. Surely not the last of this debate over what was decided and how.
Not at all.
Catherine, thank you.
You're welcome.